Hello, and today we're going to make Cumberland ham with peaches, well, nectarines actually, but they're more or less the same thing. Cumberland ham has had a good name for about 200 years, but the earliest sources describe it as Westmoreland ham. But it's basically ham made from pigs in Cumberland who were an unimproved breed and scavenged the woodland and farmland, ate a lot of potato peelings, and then a month or two before they were due to get the chop, they were fed with oats to get them really fat. And then the meat is not smoked, but it's cured for about 3 months before going on sale. And we bought our joint from Cumbria, so I presume it's all kosher. We're going to have to take that on trust, and I'll hope that will turn out great. One other thing, Simon wanted me to include this. When I went shopping for the ingredients, there were one or two of the more exotic ones that I couldn't find in the Morrison's. So I went to a vegetarian shop next door to collect them. They had them, but the guy behind the counter was very friendly, and he said, what are you going to make with that? And without thinking, I just said, oh, it's a recipe for Cumberland ham and peaches. Jaw dropped and said, well, enjoy the peaches. And it was only after I left the shop that I realised, oh, what have I done? So there you go. Now then, here we have the ingredients for our Cumberland ham and peaches dish. We've got just over a kilogram of ham. Now that's been bought from a farm shop in Cumberland and by Cranston's, a local firm, so it should meet the criteria for being Cumberland ham. And we need 1 onion and some runny honey, some black peppercorns, apricot jam, some whole grain mustard, some star anise, which I never heard of before, and some English mustard. And rather than peaches, we're going to use nectarines. The recipe says either are fine, so it's really Cumberland ham and nectarines. Okay, now we've put the ham in a pan with the peppercorns and the onion and the star anise. So just to use one, they are quite strong spices, and we're then going to boil this for about 50 minutes. Then boil first, then let it simmer for 50 minutes, and then turn it over and do another 50 minutes after that.
Right.
And while it's doing it the second time, we will mix the marinade stuff. I forgot to mention the recipe actually called for 2 bay leaves to go in at this point. We couldn't get any, so just thought I mentioned that. I don't think it's going to be too vital. So we're now making up the marinade. We've already put in 200 millilitres of runny honey, and we're now putting in 4 tablespoonfuls of apricot jam. And the next ingredients are 2 teaspoons of each type of mustard. So just as a reminder, that's whole grain and English mustard. and then we basically mix it all together. Okay, and yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, with the nectarines, we're preparing them. Don't quite need them yet, but just preparing them. They need to be cut in half and de-stoned. Is there actually a stone in them? Yeah, okay. Okay, if the ham had got skin on, at this point in time you'd have to remove that to get down to a layer of fat. But it's already had the skin removed, so now we've just done a crisscross pattern across the ham. Okay. And at this point we add the peaches, the nectarines in the tin.
You filming though?
Yeah. Okay, and the next step is to pour the marinade over and the ham and the peaches. As you can see, we're taking a bit of water from the pan to make it a bit more liquidy. And we now are going to roast it for half an hour, occasionally using the marinade to baste the ingredients a bit more during that time. Okay. Okay, my unseen assistant did feel that it would cook better if she cut it before we finished roasting, so that's why it's been hacked about, as you see, but it's looking good, isn't it? And we're having it with a few chips, so I'm not going to teach you how to cook chips, obviously. Right, Sam is feeling a bit under the weather, but he's gamely trying the Cumberland ham.
There are absolutely no promises that I'm going to like this.
We never expect you to promise.
That sounds foreboding. Trying to get a good bit here. So you can edit out the bit where you just wailing about on this dumb piece of ham. Here I go.
Not for you, cheeky.
No.
Do you want to try a bit of the nectarine?
I mean, it's going to be covered in the sauce, which I don't like, but why not for the views? Like and subscribe, kids. Yeah.
No, sorry, it's a no from Simon this time round.
Yeah. Now it's Torturer's turn.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not a mustard fan, so it is a little too mustardy for me, but I do think the nectarines go well with the ham, so it's a, yeah, okay, guarded thumbs up for Cumberland ham and peaches. Nectarines.